UAAP Board, Executive Director Remo Sagisag, esteemed guest from Signal, Basketball Commissioner Jai Reyes and his team, my dear coaches, student athletes, and members of the media, magandang tanghali po sa inyong lahat. On behalf of Reverend Father Richard A. Moki, U.S. Director and Chairman of the UAAP Board of Trustees, I would like to welcome all of you to this conference, marking the commencement of UAAP Season 88. I would like to express gratitude most especially to you, our dear media friends, whose contributions have been instrumental in shaping the UAAP into what it is today. As the host for this season, UST acknowledges the honor and pride that comes with this role, while also recognizing the immense responsibility that it entails. But with humility and commitment, we gladly accept this challenge. We will unveil the opening ceremony of UAAP Season 88 this coming Friday, and you are all invited, which we promise to be bigger, bolder, and more spectacular than ever before. However, we must emphasize that the success of this event can be attributed to the collaboration and unity among UAAP member schools. The UAAP always embody the spirit of unity and synergy, as exemplified by UP's hosting and theme last season. Through the years, the UAAP has consistently showcased its singular and collective strength, embodying the theme for this season, Strength in Motion, Hope in Action. Our league celebrates multifaceted strength of its members, whether it's physical strength, mental, or spiritual. Furthermore, hope abounds in the UAAP, serving as an enduring beacon that sustains us through challenges and setbacks. As eloquently articulated in the Bible, hope does not disappoint, a profound truth that resonates deeply within our community. To end, allow me to quote the chorus of the UAAP Season 88 theme song, sung by Mr. Kian Cipriano. Pero hindi ko po kakantahin. Siguro yung guwapo, matangkad, at very amiable, hindi si Rebo yan, na Vice President ng UAAP Season 88, si Mr. Mark Molina, baka alam niyo po niya yung kanta. Remember, nagbigay na kami ng live lyric video ng kanta. Next year na, kakantahin niya. Hopefully, bago yung opening sa Friday, alam niyo na yung kanta. But going back to the chorus, I would like to end on these words, and I quote, Strength in motion, hope in action. Bands unbroken, fierce compassion. Hands will clash, yet souls align. The truest win is shared like wine. Through sweat and grit, we claim our name. Champions of one enduring flame. End of quote. My dear UAAP community, this is who we are. We are champions of one enduring flame. Mabuhay ang UAAP. Mabuhay ang UST. Let's get started. UAAP Season 88.
Thank you very much for everybody for being here. I hope to have an exciting season. And looking forward to the games this Saturday. And good luck to all the teams. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Commissioner Jai. Now, Commissioner, obviously there's some questions that we have for you, and to start it off, I'm sure everybody is wondering, are there any rule changes on court that we as fans on the panel and our media friends should be aware about?
We're just aligning heavily with FIFA standards. You can see that with our referees. I'm proud to say that we are having most of the FIBA referees that represent the Philippines in international competitions. One exciting development would be we would be mining up our referees, not yet for broadcast purposes, but for assessment and grading purposes of our referees. We want our referees to be just like our players, for them to improve yearly, so we can make our product on the court the best as possible.
That's such a great development. We have our referees all mic'd up. Another question, Commissioner. Can you tell us about how the appeal process is now when it comes to regards to player suspensions?
For player suspensions, last year, all the technicals and the sportsmanlike fouls were added towards the accumulation for suspension. But this year, we're going to make it simpler and easier. All the sportsmanlike fouls and technicals will not be counted in the accumulation, not unless we explicitly write through a formal memo to all the schools. So once we deem that a play is not a basketball play, or it's harmful, or it's not in the spirit of sportsmanship, that is when we are going to write for accumulation of suspension. Because some of the technicals are just faking a foul or delay of games. We don't want that to affect the outcome of the season. So those that are not basketball plays with bad intent, those are the ones that we want to punish for suspension.
Well, thanks so much, Commissioner Jai, for answering our questions. And now we move on to some questions for our Executive Director, Edie Rebo. My question to you, by the way, very nice outfit, as always. Edie Rebo, what are the new policies on transfers between UAAP schools, and how will it affect student-athlete movement?
You said transfers, no? New rules. I don't necessarily think there's any other new rule for transfer of player movement. Let us be clear, no, we do not, as an association, discourage transfer. Ultimately, this is a tough decision that the student athlete and or his family will have to make on what's best for them. But we do want to make or put more emphasis on an oft-ignored principle of the association, which is collegiality. So we have to discuss collegiality vis-a-vis transfers, and so all we want is, ultimately, the right to transfer is not only provided by law, it is also constitutionally guaranteed. However, the Civil Code also provides that everyone in the exercise of their rights must act with honesty and good faith. So what does this mean? So internally, it can mean that the student athlete must be open and be honest enough in his dealings, communicate with the coach, the managing director, all the way up to their president. And this will also mean that their counterparts, it will also mean communication laterally. Because at the end of the day, collegiality means the collaboration of colleagues over a shared responsibility over a student athlete who is not only a student athlete of his or her school, but is a part of the wider UAAP community. So, busig na lang, mag-usap-usap. At the end of the day, we are still an association, and this has to be weighed with the transfer and collegiality. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Executive Director Attorney Rebo Sagisag. And to get more insights about this season, it's now time to talk with our coaches, starting with Coach Tab of the Ateneo Blue Eagles. Hi, Coach Tab. We have a question for you. Into this season, 88 coming from 87.
Thank you for the question. Significantly different. We had influx of recruits, both freshmen incoming and also some guys that are referred to as one and dones. And I think all these players may make an impact on the performance of the team. I think our talent level has increased, and so the big challenge for the team has been to develop chemistry and make sure that that talent can work together to produce some wins.
Thank you so much, Coach Tab. Maybe also ask the same question for Adamson coach Nash Rosella. Coach Nash, how different is your team heading to season 88?
Oh, thank you for that question. Same answer. We just copy the answer of Coach Tab. Now we have a younger team this year. We are very fortunate to have our high school players move up to the college program. So that's something that we take pride in. We try to develop our players so that the younger players from our program would really go up. So that's the expectation that we have moving forward. We won't feel it right away, but I know that it's the best for our program. So hopefully we'll perform better this season.
Thank you so much, Coach Nash. Now we pivot over to the FEU side, and I'd like to pivot also to the women's side, as I'd like to ask the same question to Coach Riza Palmera D of FEU. So Coach, how different is your team heading into this season coming from 87?
Thank you for your question, Kobe. I'd like to believe that we are better this year. We have 5 rookies. One is right there, Amaya Espanol. And with the experience also of our captain, Yvette Villanueva sa Gilas. So hopefully, makatulong.
Thank you so much, Coach. Now on the side of Diliman, Coach Goldman Monteverde. Coach, what's the most crucial factor to your team's success this year, in your opinion?
Hello, I'm Coach Christian representing Coach Goldman Monteverde. Parehas na po kami ng buhok. Thank you for your question also. Our team this year, obviously we lost a lot of players, but the goal remains the same for us in terms of our commitment on and off the court. As a team that we're trying to build since the start of the season, and we have a couple new faces because of the players we lost last year. And hopefully, it's going to be enough for our ultimate goal pagtapos po ng season na to. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Coach Christian. Now, the same question this time to the UST women's basketball team in the finals last season. Coach Heidi, what is the most crucial factor to your team's success this year, in your opinion?
For me, siguro, the 2 veterans, si Eka and Ken, which is right now, this will be their last playing year. Magbubuwis buhay na yung dalawa na yan para sa UST. So I think that will be the crucial or integral part of the UST women's team.
Well, thank you so much, coaches, and to all of our members of the board for answering our questions. But we now move on to some more questions, as this part of the program we open up to our friends from the media.
Of course, our friends from the media have been waiting.
Hello, good afternoon. JD Manan, Live Score Speech. I would like to ask the board. Last year was the first season we had our guest teams from other schools participate. How would you evaluate having those teams? And I know that there's been confirmation that we would be bringing them back next season, at least for high school football. So are we looking to expand that to other sports?
We were the hosts of football last year, so to answer your point, JT, we were very pleased. Southridge and Claret added a lot of value to the UAP football tournament in the juniors division. They had the biggest crowds, actually, more than the other UAP schools. So we were happy. Both communities were very engaged in the tournament. So we are actually discussing to add on to other sports. Southridge has already written the UAP if they can participate in other sports outside of boys football. And I think the board is very open to that idea. So we might see a lot more Southridge teams in the other high school sports. So this can be something that we will
look to embrace in the coming years because of the success of having them in high school football.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. If we have more questions, feel free to take on the mic. You can ask your questions, our media friends. Yes.
I think we see one more over on the back, making his way to the mic. There he is.
Good afternoon, Dito Moreno po sa Abante. Just like to ask the board, the Gilas program is missing for big man, and is the league willing to lend or amenable to lend your players should the national cost be counted po?
Ako na naman. As the UAP representative to the SBP board, we always communicate with the SBP that the UAP is always willing and ready to help the national team at all levels. We had, I think, more than half of the team of the 16 youth team that just played it came from the UAP. Several of our women's basketball players will be playing next week in the FIBA Asia PX3. So we delayed the opening of the women's basketball tournament by a week. Rev and I recently met with the SBP executive director on ways into maybe finishing the UAP basketball tournament early so that UAP players can participate in the SEA Games. There will be a decision soon. The board will meet regarding this soon and we will update you. But yes, UAP will always be willing to help out in the national program, not just in basketball, but in all sports.
Thank you. Follow-up question. Is the UAAP board going strict, or are there any policies for players going from one university to another university? Meron po ba tayong bagong strict rules na one year lang yung isang player, pwede na siyang lumipat at kabilang university?
We answered that earlier. Not no new rule in a sense, but just putting a premium on the aspect of collegiality that we at least we coordinate. Kasi at the end of the day, as each student athlete is also a member of the wider UAP community. So for as long as the communication lines are open and the transfers are made in good faith and with full honesty and candor, then it is ultimately for the student athlete to make with his family. So nothing new from last year. Just putting a premium on our side, some sort of institutional control and communication internally.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Better coordination, no changes that much in the policy.
A lot of insights there from Edie Reba and Mr. Mark Molina. We have time for more questions, so please, if you do have any, make your way to the mic.
Don't forget to introduce yourself and your media outlet.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Ivan Swing from Daily Tribune. My question is for the men's team coaches. Any players that you think it will be safe to say will give you a hard time for season 88?
Mike Phillips.
Coaches. Same question to the other coaches as well.
Earl Abadan.
Well, I don't know about Mr. Tam, basically, I think all the players will be difficult right now to guard or anything, because it's more all about the system of the team. It's not one particular player that you have to look at, it's the whole team itself. Thank you for the question.
Do you have another question, sir?
The question is for all the men's teams coaches.
would agree. I think every team has deep talent pool, and everybody is a tough out, so you have to show up every day. It's kind of reminds me basically of American football. Everybody has a great quarterback, great wide receiver, and UAB has the same kind of amount of talent all across the board. So you cannot take any team lightly because you look at the competitive balance, pretty much it's there. So I think everybody has a dangerous talented player on their team.
Oh, minsan.
Any more from our men's coaches for that answer?
Skip?
Well, that is it. Thank you so much to our coaches, and thank you once again to all of our members here on the panel for answering these questions. Dennis, our program is just about to be over, but I think it's time that we hear some final words from the man in the very, very dashing suit right there in the middle.
I agree, Cody. Everyone, please give a round of applause to UAAP Executive Director, Attorney Remo Sagisag, who will be delivering the closing remarks.
So today's is the 15th, September 8 of season 88. Last week, as darkness began to fall, the UST main building was lit up by colors not its own. While the words, "Mabuhay ang pag-asa ng bayan," echoed off the walls of its grand campus. It was dubbed the Light of Hope, a nightly show of community and solidarity as Host UST welcomes the colors and hymns of each of the member universities. While Pag-asa ng Bayan, of course, is closely associated with one of our member schools, it is not confined to them. In fact, Rizal believes it lies with the youth. But what UST seems to tell us is that Pag-asa ng Bayan also means illumination. Pag-asa means the act of passing a torch and the even greater act of accepting that responsibility. Pag-asa means taking turns and giving others the spotlight that they need. Pun very much intended. It is adopting other colors as your own, as you let your collective light shine upon others. Pag-asa would also mean the reminder of Father Rodel and Ma'am Gigi na magdasal po tayo na wag po uulan sa Biyernes. Pero kahit po umulan, mag-enjoy pa rin po tayo kasi hindi kompleto ang UST experience kung walang ulan at baha. Almost a decade ago, the UAAP, then hosted also by UST, dared to dream. But with all that is happening around us, it seems that we are doomed to remain a hostage of our hopes, trapped in the dungeons of many slender illusions and impossible dreams. Yesterday, I was in the Manila International Book Fair, and I found myself browsing through the 5-second rule of Mel Robbins, which teaches us that small, consistent actions could lead to profound changes. And the best part, once you put yourself in motion, it is easier to keep going. That is where we draw strength. It is perhaps the same mentality that Andy Dufresne had when he used a humble rock hammer to dig his way out of Shawshank State Penitentiary. The rock hammer was hidden in a Bible, again, to repeat, which says, "Hope does not disappoint." Romans chapter 5, verse 5. Tama po ba, Father? So in closing, allow me to quote Andy when he told his friend Red that hope is a good thing, maybe the best of things, and no good thing should ever die. Mabuhay UST, mabuhay UAB, mabuhay ang bansang Pilipinas. Maraming salamat.
Thank you so much, Edie Remo. Wonderful work.